everyone, this is Robin Pike with Crafty Stamper. I hope you're doing well today. Today I wanted to come to you and show you a stamp set that we have, and it's called Detail Succulent. Now at this time it is on our last chance list, which means it is normally $24 and you can get it today for $19.20. So as soon as all of these are gone, then it will be retired. So just keep that in mind, that if you do like it, you might want to go ahead and purchase this because I'm not sure, how many stamp sets are left. So if it is something that you like, you might want to go ahead and put that in your shopping cart and maybe go ahead and purchase that. But also, we introduced the Stampin' Rewards in April, the beginning of April. And so on this particular stamp set here, you would get $1.92 worth of Stampin' Rewards. Now you can't use it this time, but the next time you make a purchase you could. Or you could save it up. You don't have to use it immediately. You have up to a year to use your Stampin' Rewards. So if you wanted to save your rewards up for 6 months or 3 months, or maybe you want to use them every time that you make a purchase, that's totally up to you. So like I said, you have 1 year that you've got to use them, and so just keep that in mind. But $1.92, that would be great, just getting this one stamp set. So I'm really excited about the Stampin' Rewards, and I think it's really going to be good for everyone, and so I just wanted to make mention of that. Okay, so here's the card that I made using the stamp set, and I used Highland Heather. I thought that would be a pretty color to use, and I love the way, you see the way the detail is on the succulent. I think it's just so pretty the way these stamp sets are. And so this is I stamped twice on here, once for the outline and then one for the center of it. Now I did stamp off so it wouldn't be very dark. Also, I used the DSP here, which I think is very pretty, and it is from our 12 by 12 paper, our designer series paper. And it is, I think it's called Thoughtful Journey, but let me make sure. No, I'm sorry. Wrong one. Perennial Lavender. And it's 12 by 12. And it has all the different colors in here. It has flowers in here. It's just a really pretty paper set that you can get. And so that is the 12 by 12. And it is the Perennial Lavender. Okay. And then next, I used the embossing folder, which is the embossed brick that we have. And I thought I had it out here, but I don't. Anyway, it is the embossed brick that we have, embossing folder. And so that's what I used for that layer here. And then for the sentiment that we used, I did use, this is something new that we're going to be introducing March 6th. If you're a customer, it'll be out March 6th, and it's called More Messages, and it has all of these messages on here. You stamp all of them at one time, and then you cut them out at one time. And this is what it looks like. It looks just like that there. You got to have a big block for it, so keep that in mind. And the block that I used is, let me see if I can see it on here. It's let me get my glasses on. Okay, it looks like it's F, block F. It's our biggest one that we have, I believe. And so anyway, and then here is the die that cuts them out. And so then you have a whole bunch of different messages to put on your cards, so they'll be finished. So here's some that I've got made already. I'll just keep them in here, And then this one says Forever Friends, just a bunch of different messages on there. So that's what I use for the happy birthday on here. And so from this, I've already cut up our paper that we're going to be using. I did go ahead and emboss, so you wouldn't have to watch me emboss. But I do want to stamp out the succulents here so you can kind of see what they look like. But I did go ahead and fussy cut them, so you won't have to watch me fussy cut anything out. So, and then from here, I just used the little thread that we have and just put a little bow here. I did use the rhinestones that we have. I think some purple would probably be good, but I just went ahead and used the rhinestones. And then for the inside, I didn't put a sentiment or anything, but I did go ahead and stamp a flower inside. So, and then that's the finished card. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get started. Like I said, I did go ahead and I did cut everything up, and it's just your normal 5.5 by 8.5, and this is scored at 4 1/4. So let's go ahead and get this scored. Okay, now we've got that. And then our next piece is going to be, we've got our white piece here, and then we've got our purple, and we're just gonna put this together here. All right, so I'm going to, I think I'm going to get out our Stampin' Seal and use it right now. You can use any glue that you want. I've used it all this morning. I've used our the Tombow glue, and I've used the Stampin' Seal this morning. So just whatever preference you have is what you can use. And I just kind of like to mix it up. All right, so from here, I'm just going to put this down on our Highland Heather. And I hope you're having a good Sunday. And I hope the weather's good where you are. It's been really nice here. Well, I say that. I've actually not been here. I've been at the beach, and it was really nice there. At home, no, it was not. It was not good at all. It was terrible here, so we really lucked out when we planned our beach trip, because I think it rained here the whole time. So, but it's pretty today, so. Okay, so from here, I'm just going to put these two together, and then I'm going to put this up on Stampin' Dimensionals. And just make sure you put enough adhesive glue or whatever when you're putting it on your embossing piece so it sticks good, because make sure it gets in all those little creases and stuff. All right, so we're just going to put this one over here on this. And just get it as even as you can. All right, so let's get out some Stampin' Dimensionals. We'll get them put on here. This card comes together really quick. I designed it this morning, and I really didn't know what I wanted to do. But I received this from a friend, and so I wanted to use it because I appreciate her sending this to me. So I just wanted to use it today. So, and I like the colors and everything. I thought that they were real pretty. All right, so we're just taking the backs off of these. And then we're just going to put this on here. And we're just going to kind of center it in here the best that we can. And if you don't push it down, we can look at it, make sure it's like we want it. And if it looks good, then we can just kind of press it then. If you don't press it, then we can kind of pick it up and move it and stuff like that. We could still pick it up and move it. It might rip a little bit. We might have to replace some of the dimensionals, but it usually is fine. Okay, so from here, I'm going to show you. Let's get out a piece of paper. Let's see if I can get a little scrap sheet of paper here. And I'm just going to show you. This is the smaller succulents on here. So It's the same. It works the same as the big ones. So I just went ahead and decided I would just leave these on here. And this is your outline here. And so we're just going to take and put this in our ink. And then we're just going to press it over here. And then you get your outline. Isn't that pretty? I like it just like that. I think that looks very pretty. But we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get that off there a little bit. And then we're going to swap out, and then we're going to put the stamp that will pick up more ink on it. The other's just the detail, and then this is going to pick up and give you more color in it. And like I said, I do want to stamp off on this. I don't want it to be full strength. I did go ahead and stamp off. Okay, and then we just want to line it up here. And there's a couple of ways to line it up. You can kind of see here, there's two little points here. Then there's a point here. So you've got your two little points right here. We've got 2 points here, and then we've got the big point here and then here. So we're just going to look for this right here. And we're just going to try to line this up the best that we can. And I'm going to try to poke my head over without getting all in the way here. All right. Trying to see if I'm in the camera view here. I may have to stand up and make sure that I get it on here good. Okay, let's see. Let's put this down, see if this is good. Okay. And that's what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so from here, all I did was cut it out. And I will fussy cut one of them with you. There's, oops, don't do what I just did. I was just trying to cut it out to make a smaller piece, and I cut right into the succulent. So don't do that. Okay, so we're just going to go around through here, and we're just trying to leave the white on here. So you just kind of go around, and like I said, just leave the white. So you'll have an outline, because if you did go up close to it and you cut right on the purple, then it will show, you know, like maybe some of the cutting that wasn't as good as you'd like for it to have been or something. So just something to keep in mind, and just kind of twist it. And anyway, and so that's just, it's that simple. It doesn't take long at all. So not much fussy cutting to go with that. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's bring our card back in. And here are the pieces that I've already done. I cut a big one, and I'm going to put it up on the dimensionals. And then these I'm going to put under like this right here, and just kind of have it going up like that. Okay. And then from there, then I'm going to get the happy birthday sentiment. And then we will be putting it here, and we'll be putting it up on dimensionals. And so let's go ahead. Let's put this on dimensionals. And I did try to I did try to lift some of the end pieces. I did try to lift them up so it everything wasn't so flat. You know, you don't want to lift it up too much, but I did try to lift, you know, some of it. And I'll show you just kind of what I did. I just went around and took like some of these with the points and stuff. I just kind of, you know, went around and kind of give it a little nudge to where, you know, it just doesn't look so flat. So, all right, and then we're just going to peel these off. And then we'll just put this in the center of it. And then we'll go from there with what we want it to look like. That's the way I started with it. I just put it, and you know, I wanted this to go in the center, and I like the way, just giving it the look of it going like diagonal, going up through there. I kind of like that look. Okay, and so this one we're just going to we'll just kind of put these like this and just glue them down. And if you wanted to, you could put these on dimensionals. I just chose to glue it down. But, you know, you can do anything you want. It's your card, and you can do what you want with it. Because that's what makes all of them unique and great. Is because everybody, you know, has their own way and what they think looks great. And it does. It looks so pretty. I love seeing other people's ideals of what they come up with. It's just amazing that somebody can take the same stamp set and then their ideas are so different. So I love that. Okay, so we've got those down. So the next thing I'm going to do is get out the mini dimensionals, because this is a very, very small piece here. So, and I'm going to get my take your pick tool, pull these up. We're just going to put these all the way across it. And I don't want it to sag, so I am going to put extra. Probably more than you would have to, but I'd rather do that than it sag. I just want my card to be put together good. I don't, you know, I want to make sure I give somebody something that I've really spent some time with and, you know, make it the best that I possibly can. And I think everybody's that way. All right. So you've got that, and we're just gonna, I just decided to bring this down here. You could put it anywhere. You could put it up here if you wanted to. You could scoot it over here if you wanted to. You could put it up here. You know, that would be pretty there. I just decided that I liked it there, so I'm just gonna put it right here. And then I just kind of tucked it right there under that edge of the succulent. Okay. So we've got that on there. All right, so now I need to get my thread. And we're just going to make a double bow here. And just take it and twist it around your fingers. Let me make it a little bit bigger. I got fatter fingers, so it takes a little bit more to go around them. Okay, so we're just going to push that through. And then pull it through this hole here. And then pull it real tight. Okay, so we've got that, and now we just need to cut it. We cut it with the scissors, and then we'll have our little bow done. Okay, all right, and from here, I think I need to cut this just a tad bit more. Okay, from here we just want to get a glue dot, and that's going to hold it on. And if you haven't watched my video on all of the adhesives and the glue dots, the stamp and seal, or the liquid glue, the dimensionals and all of that, it tells all about the adhesives that I did on my last video. And so if you're curious or want to know more about that and why I choose certain things, you could visit that video if you haven't already. Okay, so I've got the bow there. And from here, I'm going to put some dimensionals on. Or not dimensionals, I'm sorry. I'm going to put some embellishments on. And I'm going to put a big one down here. And this is our rhinestones that we have. And I'm almost out. I need to get some more. But you could use, if you've got some purple ones, I think the purple ones would look really pretty. And I decided to use 5. You kind of want to use an uneven number. And so I decided I wanted some to go around this, but also wanted it to come down here too. So I just decided to use 5 on this. So there's the front of our card. I hope you like it. And so now we're going to work on the inside. So I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to get our piece of paper here. And this is, I don't know if I gave you the dimensionals, but I will have them on my website at craftystamper.com. I'll have the dimensionals, everything, and the paper that I used. So make sure you visit it if you would like to remake this card. But this is a 5 1/4. This is cut down to 5 1/4 by 4 here. And so I'm just going to use our small flower. So I'm going to switch it out and put the outline on here. And I'm going to get out our Highland Heather. And then we're just going to stamp it right over here, right on the corner of it. And you could put it anywhere you wanted. If that's not good, if that's not where you like it, then you could put it up in here or just anywhere. I usually place mine in the corners, but there are times when I might place them. And you could do one here and one up here. That'd be pretty too. I think that would look real good. Okay, so remember we're just, this is the second one that does the filler, and so we're just going to stamp it off because I don't want it at full strength. So, okay, and so from here, I'm going to have to line it up. And it looks like this is going to be lined up here. So I'm going to stand back up and make sure that I get this, that I can see what I'm doing here. It's not the easiest to see. All right, hopefully that's good enough. It may be off a tab, but it'll be okay. Okay, that looks good there. Isn't that pretty? I just love the way it stamps. I hope you do, because that is just so pretty. Okay, so let's close up the tab. And then we're just going to put this inside here. Oh, wrong card. That's the card that's finished. We want to put it in this one here. Okay, so I'm just going to get out our glue. Just put some glue around the edges of it. Whoops. Went to the edge on that one. Okay. All right, let's kind of wipe off some of that glue there. Mop that up or I'll have my card stuck in it. I probably will anyway. Okay, so from here we're just going to try to line it up the best that we can. One thing about the glue, it will move before it sets up. So that kind of gives you a chance to get it all lined up and get it perfect. So kind of want this to move down just a tad. Okay. All right, so that's the inside of it. So that's our finished card. Isn't that pretty? And it didn't take any time to do that. I just love it. I think it's so nice and so neat. And I love the color. I love using the Highland Heather color. I think it's very pretty. All right, guys. So that is the Detailed Succulent. Don't forget, it is on sale right now. It's normally $24 and it's on sale for $19.20. And you do earn up to $1.92 in the Stampin' Rewards. So that's a really good deal. All right, guys. Well, check me out on craftystamper.com, and I'll have these dimensions posted, and I'll let you know what all I used. And I will put in the number, the item number for this. That way, if you did want to purchase it, you can go straight when you're at Crafty Stamper, which is my website. You can go straight to the online store, put in the number in the search, it'll pull it up, and then you'd be able to purchase right from there. It's very simple. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. My email is craftystamper007@gmail.com. And also on YouTube, it is the @ at craftystamper007. All right, guys, if you have any questions, holler at me, and I hope you have a great day. And I'll talk with you soon. Bye.